What's going on, everybody? I'm Jay.
I'm Charlotte.
Welcome to Algiere Ranch, where we're building our dream of a first-generation cattle ranch here in Missouri.
That's right.
We've been here for a little over a year, had cows for a little over a year. We're actually up to 34 head of cattle. If you've, maybe missed a couple of our videos, we've had a few calves running around there, which you guys will see here in a minute. We got cows, chickens, donkeys, 3 pit bulls that we call the Pitty Bros, and we got a barn cat minus the barn.
Yep.
So, if you're brand new, welcome, howdy. We mess up a lot, but we also experiment a lot, and we figure stuff out, and that's what we're doing with this.
Oh, I see the cows.
Yeah, I know. I've been looking at them the whole time. You just now saw them.
Baby.
What? Charlotte and I were working on a project for these boys, which we call, these are our 2 bulls up here that are not going to be our herd bulls.
Not that boy.
But we were working on a project last night that we didn't film, but we'll show you here in a minute. So we're going to go check that out. We got a lot of stuff to do today.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun day.
We are working on getting our middle pasture broken up into smaller paddocks so we can rotate in there. We are also fixing some ground rods, re-fencing off the pond. I mean, we got just a full catalog today.
Yeah.
Full menu.
Yep.
Full. What's happening?
How to fix that is over top of your collar.
I looked stupid. We got it.
Aw, man.
Well, good to know that I look like a dummy.
Let's show them the wire.
Well, if you guys saw the last video,
221.
if you guys saw the last video, episode 221, you saw we were pretty excited about our wire that we got in. Well, it was not the right braid, but we were trying to be optimistic to see if we can make it work, and it didn't.
No.
It didn't work. So we had to run and get some new stuff, but we got the new turbo wire, so that way it'll actually fit on the reel, and we'll be able to do some subdividing with this, which is pretty exciting. We're gonna put this to work today, so you'll see that. Throw this in here.
Zeus, you're not a cow.
Zeus, not a cow.
Oh.
I wonder what happened to this thing. The other thing we're gonna do real quick before we get that done, we just filled up the farmobile with some diesel. While I was doing it, there was all these bugs flying around me. So we got some of these things. We've seen them all over Instagram. TNT Mosquito TNT, tougher than Tom. So I want to see how these things work, because I don't know about you guys, when you talk about something, do you just get blown up on Instagram or Facebook with ads?
Yeah.
Well, that's what happened to us, and these were popping up, so I'm like, all right, well, let's see if these things are really
Legit here.
tougher than Tom. I want to know if they're TNT to these freaking bugs out here, because I can't stand them.
I know.
All right, we got it mixed up. I'll show you guys where we put it. We hung it right here. This is what it looks like right now. All right, Tom. We're gonna see how this TNT Mosquito dynamite blower upper works. We'll see. We'll check back tomorrow morning. See what it looks like.
When there are no mosquitoes out here in sight.
But they're all in there?
Mm-hmm.
How many do you think is gonna be in there?
27.
27? I'm shooting high for like 80.
Oh, okay.
We need to have a bunch in there.
Yeah. 80.
I'm thinking
I hope you're
big time.
closer.
Yeah, me too.
What, are you ready to move or something, boys? Big old granddaddy long leg.
Good soldier right there.
Hang tight, boys. We're coming for you.
All right.
I'll give you a little update on what we did.
Yep.
Last night, we came down here and put this wire all the way down the middle of this middle pasture.
Middle pasture.
So, we'll be able to give them some of this and some of this. But right now we're going to split it across this way so they have even a smaller section. So you boys can do some work. So right now he's just putting... He's putting this temporary step-in post line up to go straight to that. And then we'll just put this rope across. But the nice thing about this is that whether we want them in this side or this side, we'll be able to use this rope and tie it off however we want. So this line right here is kind of like a temporary permanent fence.
It's called a semi-permanent.
Semi-permanent. I like temporary permanent. And then the one that we put across this way, that will be fully temporary. Is that good?
Yes, good job, baby. Got one tied on here. Let's get this pulled out.
Okay.
Get this, put these in the markers for me. Oh man.
Are you kidding?
I thought for sure we would have enough.
Me too.
Well, we can just cut a little piece off and tie it.
Yeah.
Like, that's no big deal.
Yeah.
We'll go get the other stuff and then we'll cut it off.
Okay.
See, this is what I see. We make, we're always learning.
Yeah. Make plenty of mistakes, but we always adjust.
Look at this. From this to that post is all we need. That's it. What do you think? 12 foot? 15 foot? We'll drop this here. We'll go get that.
It's all good. So you make a mistake, but then you fix it.
We'll load that reel up while we're up there. Get more step-in posts, and then we'll come and do this.
See, we weren't even ready.
All right, Charlotte's loading the step-in post. I'm gonna grab the other reel, and then we are gonna load up the new reel with the turbo braid, not the equine turbo braid, but the regular. Where's your knife?
I knew you were gonna say that. I don't have it with me, baby.
Get your wife an exclusive knife. Gets put to use. It is a good wall ornament, though.
No, I got it.
Baby, it's taking forever. I already done did my job.
Those cows are talking to us.
Yeah, they are.
Here we go again. Let's try this again. This whole thing should for sure fit on that. Paula's literally like resting his whole head on that windowsill. What are you doing? He's like, we could be out there for this part. Yeah, you could. But
You're not.
but you're not. You'll get to come out later, don't worry.
I'll tell you what, this thing is a workout though.
It's spinning fast now.
What? What was that?
Keep going, baby. We're almost there.
What happened?
It was going off the screwdriver and it was on my hand. Woo! Wow. I'm surprised it didn't start a fire in there.
Hold that.
Not yet, boys. But it is for you. Definitely for you. Well, you'll get plenty of practice doing your knots today.
That's a fact.
Be patient, Donney, you'll get it.
I think Donney thought you told a good joke.
He's laughing.
Yeah.
Sure is talking to those girls quite a bit.
There he is.
There we go.
Just
Look at that beautiful Big Valley view too. So this is the stuff we were using yesterday.
Yep.
It's way thicker. Not sure if you can really see right there, but side by side you'd be able to tell that this is way thicker than that other stuff.
Huge.
Yeah. That one not on?
This one must have a disconnected wire.
There's one of the eggs that you threw that didn't break. There you go, dude.
Well, I think we need to tighten the fences over there. Not 100% sure, but we'll get that checked out here in a minute. Let's go run this across.
Okay.
We'll get this set up. Then we'll come back, turn the charger off, fix the fences, get them into here.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Straight from here? Where are we going over here?
We're gonna bend it up and kick it back that way. Basically
Up on that
go right
hill?
up the middle of that hill.
Alright. Got it up.
It's on, it's just low.
That's weird.
Well, let's go figure out what's going on with these.
The wire. We're on a mission to make this wire hot. Turn the fence off.
Yep, you can do that in here.
Wires, probably.
Maybe not wires, but I need my wire tools.
Oh. We're waking you up. So we tightened the wires. Still not super hot.
Well, we haven't checked.
You think that helped though?
It's a possibility. Do you want to check? We check it, we'll do a little experiment. Plug it in, we'll test it.
Plugging this thing back on in. That thing's gotta go. Keeps touching my head. On!
So there's something that's messing up these top two ones. Bottom one's got a little warmer. First, I'm gonna look at these ground rods.
Yeah, this we were gonna do anyways.
Yeah. I'll need
This was on the agenda today.
I'll need the drill
Okay.
and a Phillip.
Welcome to our ground rod garden.
So this is probably what I need to replace here. This is not an underground wire.
So basically, this hasn't been as strong as we want it to be recently.
Yeah. I need to get some underground wire. Do we have more of that?
I believe so.
I think we do. Did you happen to know where it's at?
I believe so. Chow chicken. Scram, like scrambled eggs.
Found it?
Found it. You didn't find it. You can't take the credit. What are you sleepy for, Ty-Ty? What are you sleepy for, dude? Look at all these pennies.
Thank you, baby, for grabbing that.
Mm-hmm.
So what could be the culprit of this? When we first moved in, we didn't have enough underground wire. Oh, did I leave my wrench over there? No.
No.
Just being cheap. Should have ran to the
Well,
store.
you know what happens when you don't have everything. You just make it work with what you got.
That's true.
And then sometimes you gotta replace it.
That's a true statement, baby.
Got the drill.
I'll take it.
Take it. Give Dad this drill. That's from Ty-Ty.
Thanks, Ty-Ty. Super big help.
Good boys. This is what keeps everything hot. This thing right here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, part of it.
He is always just lurking around.
What's that?
Joe Diffie's always just lurking.
Yeah, he is.
You never know when he's gonna strike either. Nice!
So this is just new here. I got one in my pocket. So this is just a little ground rod clamp. You put over your ground rod, secures on there, and then your wire goes through here. So just clamped it on. Got the new wire going in, nice and secured. I'm still thinking we got an issue down here. Hey, boys. No, just because the gate's open doesn't mean you go. Well, these two are still reading low. Those are reading higher than it was. Charlotte and I just cut a path down to this corner over here, trying to see if I found the culprit of this dead end. It just gets difficult, man, to find them. They're all over. Well, they could be all over.
That help at all?
These fences over here are dead. Oh, I'm smart.
What is it?
Okay, I need a piece of cable.
How long?
I'll take my gloves and my cutters. You see that jumper?
Yeah.
All right. You see this wire?
Yeah.
Okay, so this wire jumps all those.
It's not on.
Huh?
That wire's not touching.
Yeah, this wire never got connected. So I need to, so the hose, that fence right there,
It hasn't been on ever.
it's never been on.
Oh, that's hilarious because Donney was in here, Gus was in here.
They were all in here.
We got a buddy out here with us. One here. And
All right,
one
well, I
here.
guess.
And tie. Just as simple as that, and that whole thing should be fixed. Did you already tell him we weed whacked over here?
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Yeah.
I don't really want to be standing in something up to my shoulders.
You want to turn that on? Give it a go?
Sure, you're staying here?
Yeah, I'm going to test it. And I'm hoping we got live action across all this now. Thinking we're going to put some pigs in there. What do you guys think? I'm trying to work with Charlotte on getting some pigs. We got power.
Hot!
Hot!
Woo!
We
Let's
successfully
go.
got everything back going.
It's time to let these bulls in the new pen. Is that pretty good?
Yeah, that's pretty good, baby. That was
Pretty
real
good announcement, huh? Titus is like, I don't care about the announcement, let me out of here. So we're actually going to keep Donney in here. And we're gonna probably let him out. But he was just chasing Gus. You excited, big Titus?
Cool. Go. Come on. Go.
Good job, Gus.
Gus is like, come on, doofus.
Yeah.
Well, Donnie, you were going to get to come out, but not now.
I know. We
Not
just
her being
saw
a
him
butthead.
chasing Gustifer. So if he's messing with somebody that big,
Yeah.
there you go, boys.
I think I'm still going to let him out.
Okay,
I want to give this a rest up here.
there you go.
Come on. We are progressing and progressing and progressing.
Yep.
Little by little.
You want to go see
And
that herd?
Yeah, we will. And just so you guys know, if you're new here, they got water right there.
Mm-hmm.
The green top, that's automatic water. Then they got a mineral feeder right down there. It's a little black thing in the grass. So they're set up. Don't worry. Let's go
Just
see
a
what the herd's
beautiful
doing.
view over here.
Somebody got out down there, so we gotta fix that.
Yes, we do. he's getting some big bites.
I'm gonna be the bestest boy in the world since you let me out, I promise.
Yeah.
Look, I'm eating all this. This is everything we've been working towards.
It is. Very exciting. Who do you think it was?
I don't know.
Welcome to the back pasture. I know I missed it on the last ones.
I was gonna assume it was one of the littler ones, but it looked relatively big.
I thought it looked kind of big too.
There you go.
I only had 26, but I'm not super confident I would see it, everybody. We can tell him her name.
Oh yeah. All right, everybody, we got a name for the new one here. Oh. Do you want to know your name? You are now known as
Da 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 da.
Penny.
Penny.
Hi, Penny.
Hey, girl.
Hi, Penny. Welcome. Thank you, everybody that helped us pick out that name. We appreciate you. All right, we're gonna do roll call here real quick.
Okay. Here's Specs. We got daycare over here. We got all the mamas just crushing it over there. We got Daisy and Specs, of course.
You want to do a count again just while I'm trying to get logged in here?
Yeah. All three of the Aberdeens were over there, so and they just walked right there.
Charlie Bear. She's right there.
Oh.
Right there.
Okay.
Izzy May.
Yep. Is that everybody?
I went through. There's only 3 left.
So everybody's back over here then?
Sure does seem like, how would they have got back over here?
I don't know. I guess the same way they got out. Maybe it was like chunk or something, and he could kind of go under.
Yeah, like right there.
Yeah.
That's pretty high right there.
Yeah, it is. And he found a good spot.
I probably should have put another one right here, because those
we can
calves.
put one of those step-ins, those white ones.
Yeah, you want to give me one?
Yeah. Man, just the time we stepped out this morning until now, it's really warmed up quite a bit. This is probably the first really...
Well, hey. Actually, I'm going to leave it.
Okay.
Because if they do get over that, then they can come back.
Yeah, true.
They're hammering this.
They are.
I like it. We'll probably leave them in here maybe a day or 2 more.
You too, Rosie. You're doing good too.
So I want to see how much we can get them to eat. I want to go look down here and see how they're doing.
All right. Look at those little things.
Baby, I almost walked up right on a baby.
What? Really? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
That's 9 or 10 right there.
He is
I was
hiding.
literally about to say, I bet there's babies hiding in here. And then I was like, ooh.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh. He's like, I don't think they can see me.
We can see you, dude. Shoot.
I think that was clear.
But they're doing a good job clearing this out. We'll push them a little more. I mean, ain't none of them upset or hurting or anything, so.
Nope, they ain't even talking or nothing.
No.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
So we're gonna take a little road trip. We're gonna get a new water tank so that way we can rotate these cows up in here and push them back up into this part of the pasture because they like to hang out around here, which I don't blame them. The water's right here, easier access. But we want to push them on that side.
That's right.
Force them to eat some of that other stuff. So,
Yeah, eat some of that other stuff. Cows
yeah, cows.
and donkey. Well, this definitely does look very different from what's over there already.
Oh, for sure.
So that's cool.
Cows are going to selective graze no matter what, unless you put them in such a high density area where they're so close they have no option. Even with this much space, they'll walk around, they'll pick what they want, and then they'll walk back through and pick the stuff that they didn't want as much.
Mm-hmm.
And then if they're there just a little longer, they'll walk back through and be like, okay, I really didn't want to eat this, but I'll eat it now.
Yeah.
Because I don't have anything else.
Yeah.
And that's what we mean by like work them. It's kind of like, you know, as a kid, you had
As a kid.
steak on your plate, mashed potatoes,
Green beans. I knew it.
Right, the first thing you want to eat is your steak. So that's what you pick. And then if you're still a little hungry, you're like, okay, well, I'll eat my mashed potatoes now. And then if you're still like really hungry, you're like, I guess I'll eat the green beans.
Yeah. And it would be like if you were sharing that plate with your sibling.
Yeah.
So you're definitely going to get the good stuff first.
Yeah. And you might not know when you're going to get food next. So you're going to eat it.
Yeah.
But in the order that you eat it is.
Yeah.
You guys need to be making sure you're getting plenty of mineral in.
Yep. So it does take a second for it to get really in their system. And Penny just moved down here with them recently, so
Yeah.
after she's been down here a little longer with them and gets more of
the
that.
two steers too.
Yeah.
What are we calling them?
Trying to be like the Beefy Bros or something. Just feels right.
Yeah, Beefy Bros. Well, Penny and the Burger Boys.
Yeah.
Sounds like a terrible band.
Penny and the, yeah, it does.
I'm sure it really moved the crowd.
It was good, baby. Lonnie, what do you think about that one?
I'm sure the concert would bring a lot of BS.
Ha ha! It looks like it could storm.
Yeah, there's a chance. All right, well.
Shall we?
With that, we're out of here.
With that, we're gonna go get a tank.
Yeah, we're gonna go get a tank. Well, let's grab some lunch, go get a new water tank, and then the next goal is to get this pasture divided right down the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna put a water tank over there.
Yep.
Right in the middle of it, we're gonna kick these cows over there.
Yep.
Make them go work. So here we go.
Here we go. You gonna say as always?
As always, we appreciate you. We love you. We'll see you next time.
Bye.